If you're like me, you give yourself a hard time a lot. Actually, pretty much all the time, and you probably give yourself a hard time because of what other people think of you when you're the person who thinks the worst of you and you're the only person whose opinions count. I like to pretend I'm talking to me, but 10 years ago, and what would I say to myself, that person 10 years ago? And most of the time, I just kind of want to say, like, chill out, it's fine. And then sometimes, you know, she did a little slap in the head and say, like, sort it out, because, you know, you're mental. This is my decade later letter. Dear Caroline of 2007, aged 17, you are not fat. You could probably afford to lose a few pounds, but you will not achieve that by eating rice and ketchup. I don't care what Chantel says, it's not a nutritious alternative to regular meals. Although it's probably marginally better than super noodles. Stop eating crap and just discover kale already. As a side note, thigh gaps aren't cool for much longer. Thanks to Kim Kardashian, you'll work out who she is eventually. Bums are back in. You can throw the padded bra away. Hurrah! You think your friends find you weird and they only hang out with you to take the piss out of you. Well, you're wrong. It's because you won't leave them alone. Don't worry though, they do actually get a lot nicer. Bear this in mind. All 17-year-old girls are horrible. Just accept them for who they are. You know that boyfriend you've got who now you're horrible to all the time and you break up with for sport? Well, you're not invincible. He is going to dump you for another girl on your birthday. Thank God you stuck to your friends who thought you were weird. They're pretty nice at this point. You're also going to carry on being really horrible to every boyfriend you have after that until you try being nice to the opposite sex on for size. Then you discover that doesn't work either. Don't worry, men will always bewilder you. But that's okay. In the future, you get on really well with your mum. So stop nicking tenors out of her purse. She needs those to look after you. And I know you think you're hard done by because no one's paying for your driving lessons, but you're doing fine. And all this early struggle that you feel that you're having, it sets you up with some very strong entrepreneurial tendencies, which will help you out in the future. At a certain point, you're gonna be able to help your mum when she retires. Maybe don't stop nicking the tenors because you do pay them back eventually. No, scratch that. Stop nicking the tenors. Stop stressing about your A-levels. You're gonna do really well in your second year grades. And it's not from stressing, it's about being proactive and concise with your time management. Please learn this as soon as possible because you go mental trying to organize yourself. And you're also gonna get into university and you're also going to graduate. But then you're also gonna realize that you didn't need to go to university and that all it's done is set you up for bugger all. Then you'll find out that you're gonna spend pretty much the rest of your life learning, mostly for free, which is where you're going to gain most of the value from. And you're going to realize that actual lessons outside of the lecture theatre, which you should be appreciating, provide far more insight than anything an institution could learn from you. Start appreciating all the things around you and life's little intricacies, and you're going to be able to do a lot more stuff with it, basically. Hurry up, I'm rooting for you. I know you think you're making a lot of mistakes now, and that's kind of true. You're going a bit mental sometimes, but technically they're not really mistakes. Start paying attention to where you mess up, because the quicker you learn, the quicker you're gonna be able to take responsibility and rectify these decisions. Everything that happens to you has value, and in 10 years time, you're very happy. Even though you're a bit mental sometimes still, you feel a lot better about things. What you've come to learn with this extra 10 years of experience, you're never going to stop feeling insecure. You're never going to stop working hard. There's no magic pill that turns everything off. You're going to strive forever. But what you have learned is that everyone feels insecure. Everyone is working hard for something. Everyone has setbacks. You've learned the best way to deal with people is not to be mean, is not to be entitled, but is actually with kindness. Be nicer to your mum. Keep tipping waiters. Don't blame Vanessa for how horrible she was to you when she was a teenager. That's what sisters are for. Keep being nice to receptionists. Keep searching. Try not to be judgmental. And always wear sunscreen. I like to do this exercise. Where is the camera? What do I talk about? I am talking rubbish. And and no. Sorry, I thought someone was coming in. There.